Wytchwood Leech walkthrough. So natapos ko na yung bear and ox. Ito naman tayo ngayon sa Leech chapter. I mean, hindi ko alam kung paano gamit. Sasabihin yung mission ba? Quest? Side quest? No, quest quest. So, part siya ng chapter 1, no? Sa chapter na may 4, tapos ko na yung bear and ox. So, sa Leech and may stick tayo. So, sa Leech muna tayo pupunta. Which is dito. Sa mga tanong PS5, naroon ko sa PS5 version. Update lang, nakausap ko na yung old woman dito para makuha natin yung quest para sa Leech. Then kailangan natin pupunta ng sick house. So guys, along the way kukuha ko ng mga ingredients. So freely kayo na mag-jump sa mga duration ng game, no? So along the way, mangungulekta ako ng mga ingredients natin na hindi natin kailangan pero para sure lang. Baka kailangan natin sa ibang lugar. Kailangan kong paluin. So sa mga gusto mag-try ng game na hindi masyado toxic, no? Try nyo to guys. Papunta tayo ng sick house. Okay. Sick house ay isang feeling ko ano to parang oy, simbahan ba? Feeling ko baka simbahan to Hold on now, this sick house is full to the brim and pestering with disease. Don't you know there's a deadly plague going around? Plague, you say? This is the first I've heard of it. Oh, it's terrible. It affects the young and the old, the healthy and infirm alike. We are so swamped with patients, I can barely catch my breath. So what are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be inside tending to the ill? We've just got so many bodies piling up. Someone has to bury them before they spread the sickness further. COVID? The raps her voice to whisper, looking ashamed. It's gotten so crowded I've even had to dump some in the swamp. Oh my god, swamp. That seems unethical. Don't worry, the Leech is inside working her miracle on the other patients. They couldn't be in better hands. The Leech? What's the doctor of this place? Oh my god, no. What's wrong with you guys? Best in the land. Don't dare think about how much worse it would be without her skill. Oh, her. Need to speak to her. I'm checking up on someone who came through here. Sorry, I cannot in good conscience allow a person of her years to enter such an infectious space without a proper inoculation. But with all the patients who are low on medicine, and I'm afraid I don't have any to spare. Bah! What's a simple booster shot made from anyway? Haha! COVID shot. There's plenty of medicinal ingredients right here in the swamp. I'll go get them myself. Well, it's a pretty basic prescription if you bring me the components. I'll be able to mix and administer it, then you can go inside. Ba? Siya gagawa. I need 3 milligrams of bug etcher extract, 5 grams of toxic thistle powder, and some lazy grass to numb the pain. I have them all! Told you. Ba guys? Along the way, kailangan natin pulot-pulot na ingredients. Place it solution jar of each shore in the nurse's hands. She inspects it suspiciously but does not ask where it came from. Okay, I need 3 milligrams of bug extract, 5 grams. Oo, sinabi mo na yan eh. Oh, toxic thistle, meron ako niya. Snap off a few tiny thistle and pass them to the nurse. She's careful not to prick himself on the sharp end. Ah, lazy grass. Ay, ang dami na ito sa ano. Ito pala yung purpose niya. Sa field map. Ito sa may may cow. Nurse takes the dried grasses you have been so carefully kept in blah 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 blah. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she mashes everything into a slimy, stinky liquid. Not the most pleasant stuff. But I can assure you it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be. Ah. Speak for yourself, one can never have enough lumps. The nurse shrugs at you, suckling up the bubbling mixture into an oversized syringe. The gesture for you to hold out your arm. After stabbing it into your flesh several times, she fails to find any veins. Okay, with the point of the needle. Bakit? Hindi ka pa marunong? Sorry, you seem to have some strange... hindi ko alam to kung owl ba to. Ibon tong witch eh. Bah, give it here, I'll do it. You seize the injector and jab it into your arm without further fuss. Ah, cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt that medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. Ganon? There, I feel much better. Can I go inside now? Oh yes, yes of course you should be immune to the plague for the time being. Just be quick. The Leech is very busy. Okay. So, sick house nurse, headstone, headstone, headstone. Treasure chest yun ah. May bakit? Hindi ko naman na-try kunin yan. Ito. Wala lang. Okay, pasok ko tayo sa loob. Oh! Ito ba yan, Leech? Aches and pains aren't even the half of it. Ugh. Yun. Crimson wine clings to the inside of the bottle. Pwede natin kunin to. Hindi pwede. Yun. Poison herb, toxic thistle, leaf cap. Eat cap, parang meron ganun sa ano ah. Palang game na yun. Hello! Ew. Doctors leaders from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on a clipboard. From under her wide-brimmed hat, so she babae siya? She appears to notice you enter but pays you no mind. Must be the Leech who was hoping you could help me find one of your patients. You have the symptom? Crackling up the bones, oozing eyes, in rot. Perhaps a yellow liver. What? Let's get you examined. Leech extends her toothless snout, rooting your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. Ah, yeah. Kaya yung bibig niya? Slap her away with a swim palm. If it's thickness you're looking for, you won't find it on me. My dear, we are all sick with something. Whether it's a broken heart or a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another. You peer through her tightly wrapped garment and see a deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there is a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone. I'm here to heal, to mend, to put all of your troubles at ease. Now tell me what ails you. Ails you. So you're ready. I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone, a man who came through here with a sprained ankle. Half the patients who come to me have a twisted disc or a broken tap. For the pox in that it's, can you be more specific? What does he look like? Oh, I'm not sure. Well then, how do you expect me to help you? Come back to me when you know when you're looking. You know who you are looking. Look about the sick house to coughing, wheezing, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband. Kato. Short eh. Beard. Can't find the short guy, sorry, can't help. You don't know where that short fellow got to, eh? It's the beardy guy you're looking for? Stares into the distant silence. Bearded guy. Asan siya? Darker complexion than me. Kung nasaan siya? May beard? I missed that man with the beard. Nako, baka wala dito. Ang nasa labas. Ano ko mo na yung journal ko. Asan kaya siya? May beard daw. Dark complexion. The beardy guy you're looking for. There was a fellow with dark hair, dark eyes. Short fellow got to a... can find the short guy, so I can help you. It's the beardy guy you're looking for. Oo nga. Ba ikaw yun? Oh, ano yun? Open top or descent for temporary storage. Parang wala naman na siya dito. Their sleeping looks like the capricious. Where is the husband? Oh. Well, do you have any better idea who exactly you're looking for? Ah, okay. Shorter than most. Going to need a bit more than that. Dark in picture. Narrowing it down, give me something else. Or a full beard. Ah, yes. I remember that poor man now. He came in with a swollen ankle, but on his journey through the swamp, he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly. I'm sorry to say, in the end, there wasn't much I could do for him except make him comfortable. He died? What sort of sick house is this anyway? Bakit nga kasi namatay? My condolence really. Now, if you excuse me, I have to get back to doing what I can for the living. Please tell me where his wife might collect his body. sorry, but that information is reserved for next of kin. Judging by your physique, I wouldn't say you were related to the disease in the slightest. The doctor turns away from you to prepare vials of medicine. Better turn to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news. Really? Kailangan natin bumalik dun kay Lola. Okay, wala na siyang info. Ang daan natin is here. Layo, no? Ito, no? Dire-diretso lang, no? Pati na intersection, right? So, mangongolekta tayo. Along the way. Especially yung mga kapalit natin kanina. Ano naman sila? Intersection. Right tayo dito. Frog legs. Old woman, do you have news for my husband? You should have been back from the sick house by now. You bow your head in condolence. Well, wait niya. It's sort to say that your husband has passed away. Leech said he fell ill with the plague. Rather than grief, what expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face? Bakit? Oh, what a nuisance. You don't seem that upset by the news. Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You do not think it would be from some measly plague of all things. So where is the fool now? But I'm not sure. The Leech would not tell me. But her assistant mentioned having to dispose of the dead out in the swamp. My. A brimstone and bandersnatch. I know I'm already in your debt, sister, but I can't ask you for another favor. Suppose I had already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it? There's an old circle of power just west of here. It served me well in my younger years. And I expect it still got some juice left. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. Wah! I'll go do it myself, but by the time I get there, my poor husband body would already been reduced to worm farts. Oh my god. What am I to do with the circle? You're a knowledgeable lass. The engravings on the obelisk should explain the rest. Ha! Saan yung south? North, south, east, west, left side? May nagbabantay. May nagbabantay dyan eh. Sige, try natin puntahan. Left side lang naman yun. Oh, mangolekta muna tayo ng frog. Hello. Papunta sa moon. Yummy frogs. Salt. Imagine mo may salt sa swamp. Ay! Snack sacrifice. Wait. Hindi ko pa natatry ito. Sige nga, try nga natin mag-capture ng isa. Oh. Nalilito pa ako sa controls. Ano yun? Witch spice. Yummy. So, 4 ang kailangan natin. Dami Sabagay, malaking ano siya Oh my god. Ating gatas. Wala rin tayo lalagyan Layo nun Teleport natin. Okay, dada natin teleport. Oh. Ay puta ka. Hindi tayo na ano dyan Tinatabat lang kitang patayin. Saan na yung the field? The fields. Wala tayo ng gatas kay cow. Cow sa left. Lazy grass. Ayun. Mga dalawa. Ano yan tayo bumalik? Tapos yun. Then sacrifice to a juicy offering to powers greater. To powers greater ano yun? Powers which manage na she cheat useful against Drake. Oh yeah. Ano kaya mangyayari sa'yo pag pinakain ko to sa kanya? Come on. Balik tayo sa right. Ay, kuha muna tayo na ito. Mahingi wala ka sa buhay mo. Uy! Hindi yun. Putik. Putik na. Buti na lang yung napupulot pa ulit. Pa-drop ko yung yung bait. Sacrifice. Here. Ooh, hello. Ano ko lang sa kanya? Oh, yan ang nakuha natin sa kanya. Ingredients. Hindi ko nakita yun parang mayroon na tayo nun Ni. Hindi ko napansin. Ayun, Drake Fang. Wala na. Come on. Pangit mo. Doon tayo ng frog. Then, punta tayo sa dito. Alam ko may nagbabantay dito Wood. Ayun Pag-usap po ba? Siguro, troll. Nga pala, troll nagbabantay. Patrol sits squarely in the middle of the bridge, busy scratching an itch on his back with a fallen tree. His unmatched girt blocks the path forward. Out of the way, you big galoot. He shifts his mask and releases a loud fart as you attempt to circumvent him. Woof, fine, keep your bridge. I'll come back when the vapors have dissipated. Ah, yeah. So, ano gawin natin dun? Ha! Ha ha ha. Ano gagawin natin? Daanan ba? Oh, bilis eh. Ay! Ah, okay. Mali. Hindi pala dun guys, no? Nasa baba. Sabi kasi natanda sa west eh. Ayun, no? Southwest. Yun. Thorn obelisk. Circle of power. You brush off a blanket of thick moss eaten from the ancient magical pattern carved into the earth. The essence of power wakes at your touch, bringing slight warmth to your fingertip. Four black stone obelisks from the ritual's path. You'll need to scrape off more overgrown decay to read the runic lettering engraved on their surfaces. On the requirement. Ay, buti nakuha na natin yung Drake Fang, no? Procrary humor. Ano yun? Kailangan natin ng bug. Which is kailangan natin ng bait. No? So, buti na lang. Mag-iipon tayo. Isa pa. Necromantic charm. Ito yun. Pumpkin jack bone na naman. Kailangan natin pumunta sa field. Pero kailangan natin munang bug. Ang paso dyan. Ichor. Ichor. Or. Ito kailangan natin. Hello. Yum yum yum. Go na go. Yun. Uy, dalawa. Diman. Dito nga tayo. Baka ano yung ng lamok. Scrap. Okay, so missing na lang natin is yung pumpkin bone, which is kailangan natin mag-teleport sa field. Hindi yan. Yun. Kuha tayo na ito. Importante ito. Palit sa pots kanina. So, fields to tayo. Pumpkin patch, pumpkin bone. Anong kailangan doon ulit? Kailangan natin ng Snagvine. Kailangan na naman natin mangulek ng ano ng lamok. Kulang na tayo eh. Ito oh. Peter Snoot. Kulang na tayo. So yung Snagvine ng makakahuli tayo ng pumpkin bone. Tayo siguro. Ayan. Ay, tinagano lang pala yun. Oh. Huli ka, Balbon. Alayo ha. Okay na yun, no? Teka. Craft tayo ng... Ay, kailangan ulit natin ng blood. Oh, tama lang. Kailangan natin ng smoke. Tama lang, makakuha tayo ng Skitter's Tooth ba yun? Skitter's Tooth? Skitter's Snoot? Snout? 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 Snoot. Snout? Ano ba? Makakuha rin tayo ng blood sa kanya, no? So, try natin mag... kahit mga dalawa sana, no? 2 or more. 2 to 3. Group natin sila. Para hindi masayang. Kaso, bihira yata yung ganun eh. Yan, no? Isa lang siya eh. Kita akong dalawa kanina. Bayo pa nila. Hanap nga tayong dalawa. Galit na galit eh. Yan. Ika. Yoo. Habol mo ako. Kailangan natin silang i-hatchet. Yun. Parang katol yun eh, katol. Katolisenko. Balik tayo. Tama lang dito daanan natin. Mamumulat muna ako guys ha. Para mamaya na tayo kailangan bumalik. Yan. Yan siguro yan. Okay na. Yeah. Eastern obelisk earned for the tooth of the dragon. You haven't seen any real dragons in years, but who knows what else in the swamp. So ito yung Drake Fang. You drop the sharp reptilian fang into the stone basin with a heavy clunk. Spins like a top, imitating a high-pitched whine before shattering into fine white dust. Wow. And the Zaudered Obelisk asks for a collection of bodily fluids, so breathe new life into unliving vessels. We fill the bowl with an offering of anatomic liquid. Ano yun? The fluid slowly disappears as if being drained by some unseen thirst until only the wet residue remains. The Western Obelisk requires a source of undead animation. Wait, okay, hindi ko pala na forge. Necromantic charm. Place the token of undeath to the basin. It flutters like a candle for a moment before the shadowy umbra of the obelisk snuffing. Ano yung huli? The obelisk calls for proof of the dead. The afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. That certificate from the Leech would fit the bill. Ah, okay. Ito pala yun. Tapos, kailangan na naka-notaryo pa. Certificate. Yeah. Oy. Shall we Dr. Prowse amongst the Scots? Eyeing the weakest patients with the dark hunger. Ah. Snap at quivering tentacles at you as you approach. Bakit? Not a step closer. Who knows what sort of disgusting maladies you might be carrying. Yes, I'm Pax Ridden Rich. I know, but I need a death certificate from you. Specifically of the short-bearded man we spoke about. His wife is in no condition to roll her chair through the swamp, so she asked me to collect it for her. And don't simply give out death certificates to anyone claiming to be someone's aunt, grandmother, or friend. This is a legitimate operation. Wow. She turns her back to you and running rummages through a nearby medicinal closet. Now, where has that serum got to? Don't tell me we're already out. What's the matter? Out of stock? It's a shame you don't have the time to go out yourself. She tenses at your continued presence. What are you getting at? Medicine for the death certificate? I think that's a fair trade, don't you? You would barter when people's lives are on the line. Fine, you have your paperwork. You feel to degenerate. You're too angry to speak with you. She shoved a list of required medicine supplies into her hand. Ah, mending poultice. Tatlo? Putik. Ay, buti na lang, di ba? Marami tayo niyan. At pupulot natin kanina. Ito rin yung panghil eh. Yan, so okay na. Leery to... okay. Meron ako nito. Leech staff, the poultice into an unsanitary looking cabinet without a second glance. Dragonfly wings. Leech takes the wing with a surprisingly delicate touch. Yun yung paa niya? Lay them out carefully along the surface of the glass. Last one is Skater's snout. The Leech inspect the barb before placing each of them carefully into a velvet-lined container alongside other excruciating looking instruments. I've run your errands. Now I really must insist on that death certificate. There's no need to get prickly. I have your paper right here. Thrust a poorly written note into your hand. You take the mucus from the paper and try to decipher the loopy, illegible scribbles. You're not even sure that the Leech spelled the poor man's name right, but you suppose it's better than nothing. Bah! Next time I need a doctor note, I'm better off forging the signature myself. Take it. Ano yung kanina? Yung nakalimutan ako eh. Ayaw mo na. Go down, go right. Yung kamay niya pala. Hindi. Nakatago dun sa ano niya. Feathered cape. Pinakakamay niya talaga. Yan yung frog legs eh. Frog slime. Okay. Frog legs ako ng frog legs. Diretso na tayo dun sa obelisk. Obelisk. That cert the humid swamp air has made the paper of the death certificate soft and damp. As you drop it into the bowl, it decomposes before your eyes until nothing is left. Ah, with the final offering accepted, the obelisks surrounding the circle began to hum. You can hear a strange melody playing through their discordant notes. Carvings on the ground burned with renewed energy. Driving away the overgrowth, you're quick to step away as you feel the way goes force pull at the circle's center. I suppose that's done the trick. Tama ba yun? Let's see what the writing has to say for itself now. Rotate your head to read the glowing letters on the edge of the circle. Place the vessel of disease, yada yada yada, recite the invocation of necrodermis. Apply the canopic ointment. Right, seems straightforward enough. All I need to do now is go fetch the body of that poor fool husband. Should be here in the swamp somewhere. Okay, paano natin siya hanapin? 6 of 6. Patay tayo dyan. Ayun. Try nga natin dun. Mute! Baka nandito. This must be where the nurse has been dumping the surplus of corpses. I need to take a closer look at each one to find the right fellow. This isn't it, unfortunately, nonetheless. Switch tayo ng ano. That's not the right one. So, wag tayo manghula, no? Wala naman nasa right side, eh. Woo. Baka to. Which one? This one? Ayun. May kulang pa ako. Kulang ako. 5 out of 6. Baka to. Where on earth is that stinking body? You think I'll be able to find him among the dead here? You watch a particularly bloated fly land on a rotting hand poking out of the muck. Its disgusting probes at the withered flesh. Oh my god, Frog King! 2 globular red eyes slowly unglue themselves. It swivel to bog at the insect. A huge slime-covered tongue slashed out and pulls hapless fly into a gaping, toothless maw. May kinain niya, no? Along with most of the sunken corpse. What? Nakakain rin niya yung corpse. Ew. Well, I suppose that explains where my misplaced man went. Where is the frog? Nothing frog. Ooh, my goodness. You are huge. Rock. Can it be? Thus, a lovely young morsel wandered in its way into my palace? We call this filthy bog a palace. He throws his head back, shaking the swamp with bubbling laughter. Smaller frogs and newts scurry out of the way to avoid being crushed by his enormous bulk. Har har har, wouldn't you not? This place is a veritable bounty of insects. And my subjects have such healthy appetites. so they will all grow big and strong. I'll eat you too, but that head of yours looks much too hard. I prefer my food burp to be nice and tender. Er, Look, you would not perchance have seen an old man pass through here, have you? About thigh, full beard, deadish, deadish. The frog taps his finger against a log, grinding an impossibly large grin. Oh yes, I do believe I've seen the chop. He had such a delectable aroma and fall off the bone rib. Oh ho! But I'm sorry to say that once something goes down the hatch, it never sees the light of the day. Kinain nga niya. We'll see about that. I'm sure I can come up with some just dessert for you. Frog rolls his eyes around and around as if daring you to try some. Haha! Meron ako yan. Digestive system. Diba? Pwede na lang kung kolekta tayo ng ay, Goblin's Note. Goblin, napaka-rare to. Ito si rare dito eh. Yan. Toss. Toss? Hindi pala toss, kailangan pala ibigay sa kanya. You wrap a juicy looking grub around the medicinal tablets and offer it up to the frog king. Your Majesty, I really must find the whereabouts of that gentleman. Perhaps this small tribute will persuade you to loosen your tongue. The frog gulps down the tantalizing meal without a thought. Ah, delectable gift. Thank you, my pretty. Now I already told you where is no shrift there for a woman. Ano yun? Parang Coke lang, Coca-Cola. Pag inom ng Coke eh, ano yung lulabas sa ilong yung ano, yung hangin. Then he sneezed, sending specks of wet mucus flying. Ew. Frog's throat suddenly expands, filling with gas. The belch that erupts from its lips resonates so loudly that the entire swamp sees its buzzing. So avert your eyes, but the noise and smell of the frog's explosive eruption almost knocks you off your feet. Great Glinda's ghost. What a stench. Frog wobbles on its leg, looking truly emptied. He teeters before rolling his huge body back into the swamp with a thunderous splash. Bumagsak siya. You spot the slippery body of the husband floating in the bog water. Luckily, he seems to be missing some bits and pieces, so he should fold up quite quick. Haha, yuck. Oh my goodness. Stuff him in your satchel. Oh, anong nangyari sa kanya? Okay. Balik na tayo sa obelisk. Wait. Sayang eh. Here and here. Come here. Palitan natin yung yun ng newt. Hello, come. Eat up. Yun, may mata na tayo ulit. Circle of power is ready and waiting for its necromantic corpse. With considerable effort, you unfold the husband's decaying body from your satchels and flap it down into the middle of the circle. Invisible satchels wrap around the corpse limbs and pull it spread eagled against the ground. Spread eagled. Strange mist rises from the obelisk, casting everything into sickening green light. Slowly but surely, the corpse begins to levitate off the ground, rotates to face each obelisk one by one. Grabe. Oh, get on with it. I haven't got all day. You give the rotting head a good kick as it passes by you. Oh, shucks. With a gasp of stale air, the body drops to the ground. Suddenly, it bolts upright. Go! Naku, zombie. Yung zombie na siya, guys. Well, hello there. Yeah. Wag. It cost me a lot of trouble, you know that. Reanimated corpse claws at its throat. Oh, sorry. Wait a moment. Near your feet, you see a disembodied tongue flopping about on the ground like a worm. You scoop it up and quickly toss it into the man's gaping mouth. Whoa. But he moves his jaw. His lurching voice seems to emanate from someplace beyond. Murderer! Ah, what? I am not. You were quite dead when I found you. No, Leech. Murderer. Murdered me. He clutches at his hollow chest, still trying to feel his heart beating. Gave me plague. Drained my blood. Leech murdered others. He swings a limp arm towards the body filled. I knew there was something awful to think about that sick house. What sort of doctor infects her own patients? Check her office, find proof. Don't you worry, I'll make sure that Parasite gets what's coming to her. Bait getong witch na to. But you should head back home. Your wife is worried half to death about you. Turns and look longingly over his shoulder. You can hear his vertebrae popping. Yes, I late. As he shambles into the choking mist, he gives you a crooked nod of thanks. Okay, so balik tayo sa... Hinahabol ako nun. Irita ako dito sa... Irita ako sa'yo eh. Kailangan naman kasi ng ano. Importante talaga yung frog slime. Kuha tayo ng ano, Peter Snout. Yung dalawa dito. Yun. Hello. Peter Snout Blood Bug Nature. Ah, may rin pala siya nun. Okay. Dalawa siguro. And ano yun? Vine. Ano yung kulang tong meron dito isa malapit. Baka Totemic Moondrop. Ano yun? Totemic Moondrop. So balikan tayo dun sa Leech. Oop, wait. Rare. Cow. Cows. Punta daw tayo sa back office. Sa likod yun. Kaya may nakita tayo dun ng black na liquid. Doon natin siyang kausapin. While the Leech is busy with her patients, you rifle through the contents of the various cabinets in her office. Mostly dried herbs and potions. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. That is until you notice a suspicious looking bookcase set against the wall. The books are all fake, just chopped down spines glued to a solid plank. Oh, your fingers race across the medical titles and quickly find a loose volume. The click of a switch, the whole bookcase swing opens to reveal a secret compartment. Your heart jumps at the sight. Rack upon rack of bottled bloods arranged like fine wines. Aha, ha ha. Rich nga talaga. Each vessel's meticulously catalogs the name, description, and age of its source. Talaga, may ganun ba talaga? Like that thirsty slug's been sapping the living for years. On a nearby table, you spy a decanter half filled with ruby red liquid. Ito na yun. Yung black liquid na nasa bottle wine. You wonder whose blood it contains. A dash of salt would remind that slimy worm that there's worse thing out there than bloodsuckers. Alright, ang salt ang kahinaan ng mga earthworm. Bulate. Meron tayo niyan. Wait, meron tayong salt. Pero how to make salt? Salt the leech wine. Meron tayong salt nasa ingredients. So, paano natin sa salt yun? Spirit salt. Okay. Ayan. Kailangan natin ng unveiling powder, which is ito. Oh, di ba? Hindi natin kailangan mag-search. And spirit salts. Reeds. You sprinkle a generous amount of embalming salt collected from the graves of the leech victims in the decanter. As the salt soaks into the bloody cocktail, you hear the telltale screeching of the good doctor's approach. What are you doing? Can't you see that this is my private office? I already helped you enough, so there's no reason you ought to be here. She hastily shuffles you out of the room. Now get out. This place is only for the sick. You are certainly right about that. You walk just out of the sight before doubling back to hide behind a withered get well bouquet. You peer at the vexed Leech as she litters around her office, checking every cabinet and locker for tampering. She mutters something explicitly about nosy old woman. Satisfied, she sighs with relief and reaches to pour herself a glass from the tainted decanter. Patay ka! Sarap ka. Inom ka niyan, ha? That addition of black fever adds a certain naughty quality. Maybe it will pair well with an infusion of pet moss palsy in the next batch. She takes a sip, waiting just a moment before throwing her head back and goggling it all down. Patay ka. Lovely. Sharp flavor. Full bodied too. Suddenly, the Leech snaps to attention. Her limbs dart out, reaching with uncontrollable gestures. She stabilizes herself against the table as sweat pools on her brow. The decanter shatters against the floor in an explosion of glass. What happening? The Leech spasm as the tendrils of ghastly spirits began to suck the moisture from her body. You watch as she dwindles in size, shrinking like some horrible raisins. Akin na yung soul mo. Ooh. Soul is mine. You inspect the mummified worm, pressing it between your fingers slightly. Drained by the very spirit you was supposed to be healing. In your fingertips, you make out the faintest of heartbeats, the soul of the Leech. Nice. Alright. I don't believe it. It was happening right under my nose. Like, ba't wala akong ano? Di lumabas yung... Di lumabas yung trophy niya. Ayun. Lumabas siya. Ba't hindi ko nakita? Hindi ko siya nakakita. So yun na guys, end of the Leech part. So next part natin, no, abangan nyo is yung snake naman, no, snake walkthrough. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below for any suggestion. See you on this next playthrough. Bye bye.